the more you think about it, the more scarier it's gonna get. You just gotta do it.
Gentlemen, welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Logan Schnider, if you don't already know who I am. Today, I am in Bad Stuffenstein, Germany with my boy Tobi.
What up?
You guys already know him from previous videos, but you guys are going to see some cam riding today. We got the big cam, the DSLR, and we're gonna do some riding first, and then we'll get into the topic of this video in a little bit. But first, let's get warmed up and do some scootering, right? Right.
Yo, Tobi, film this real quick. I want to do one of those cool, like, YouTuber jump cut things where, like...
Okay.
Well, now my knee pads are on. Let's go ride.
What do you want to
do? Call me a trick. Call me a line.
A line? All right. I want you to jump the cup, or the mini box. So jump over it completely, and I want you to go to the quarter and do a backlip stall.
All right.
Yeah, get that. Oh. I accidentally zoomed in instead of zooming out, but I still got it. You got over, but then the back lip was the sketchy part. Woo! That was sick. See, I think that was good because it made you get comfortable with something that's outside of your comfort zone.
It was completely outside of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
Like, that was even worse than that.
Yeah, that was like less like difficulty and more like a mental challenge. I think it's good to do that every once in a while, especially for all of you guys watching.
Go jump a ramp you're scared to jump. Get outside your comfort zone, everyone. Go do that. I think it's only right that I try to do a trick that's, or like a gap or something that's outside of my comfort zone and trick it.
Remember when you like did a kickless from there to over there?
Like from over across? Yeah, that's the gap I was just about to think. That's what I was about to try to say, like that I want to do a trick over. You know what was more scary? Jumping the quarter into the bank, because it shoots you straight up. It's super weird. Should I try jump it? I double heel kicklisted it last time I was in Germany, and I died like 3 times before I landed it. Let's trick it, I guess.
What? I got stung by a wasp.
You good, Logan?
Dude, how am I about to get stung by a wasp mid-dropping in? Are you kidding me?
You good?
I'm good, I'm fine.
Jesus.
You alive?
So I have the great idea to do it again. So we're gonna do it again. Ow.
Clean. That thing costs money, man.
We'll do like one more thing each, and then we can try the calling the shots thing. I have to call you something again.
I want you to jump on the bank right there, jump up onto the box, grind where it says the bad word on the corner, and then jump back into the bank. So I want you to feeble grind the top of the box.
I just grinded that thing before you like came here. That
really?
was the first time I grinded it.
Well, now you're about to do it again. You! Can they see the wasp dot?
Yeah, they can, yeah.
That's my wasp dot. Everyone, if you've watched this far into the video, comment wasp dot. A whole lot of wasp dot. Wasp dot merch coming out. If you want wasp dot merch, make sure to head to Trinity Pro Scooters and use code PICKIES UP at checkout. Should I do a quarter to bank trick? I haven't been doing very many of those this year.
You can barb ride that, right?
Yeah, I never do barb rides. I'll do barb ride. On the buttercup, when I landed right there, I like got bruised the bottom of my foot. And every time I do that quarter bank, the impact, I go to my toes and then bend my knees so I don't have back pain. And every time I go on my toes, I'm landing exactly where I landed on the buttercup, and it hurts really bad. I know that's an excuse, but I generally would do that barb ride because it's like not too crazy, like difficult, so I would have done it, but it's actually hurting my foot. So I'm gonna do something that won't be as hard impact. So I'll just do something on the step up quarter bank because it's basically the same thing and the impact isn't as bad as my foot. I could technically do the bar bri on there. Do you want me just to do it on that quarter bank?
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's a good, we can like trade off like that. It doesn't hurt my foot, same trick. We'll do that. I'm gonna do a stupid bar bri right here. See? You know, it's like, it just happens sometimes, you know? Basically, what I took away from this is you can only land a bar bri if you start talking to the camera because you're a YouTuber. Let's get into the calling. Let's get into the calling the shots. Calling the shots time, baby. I'm gonna explain what we're doing because it's gonna be kind of a different calling the shots as we normally would in normal scoot. Calling the shots, if you guys don't already know, is when you basically play a game. You don't always play with letters, but it's like a progression game. Your friend that you ride with calls you a trick and you have to land it. That's basically basically a part of the name. But we're gonna do calling the shots, but we can only do one scooter trick. What that means is he can only do bars. I can only call him anything with a bar spin. And for me, I'm gonna do tail whip, so he can only call me anything that involves a tail whip, and that's how we're gonna play calling the shots. So it's not gonna be a typical game of calling the shots where we can call each other, you know, oh, go do a buttercup over blah, blah, blah. Like, no, it's either bar spin or tail whip, and that's how we're gonna do it. I think it's gonna be an interesting twist on how you normally play calling the shots, so let's get right into it. Play rock, paper, scissors for who calls first. Whoever wins gets to choose if they wanna get called or not.
That was the. Go
All right.
faster.
All right, 3, 2, 1, shoot. On shoot,
no,
on shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. All right, so do you want to be called or do you want to call me?
I want to call you first.
Oh, by the way. So what I was explaining is normally you don't play with letters. So like in Scoot, you know, you have SCOOT for us. So there's an actual like concept to the game. We're gonna play with letters. So if we don't land our trick within 3 tries, we get a letter. We'll do like, we won't play a full game of Scoot. We'll do, what do you want to do? Yeah, we'll do shot. We'll do shot, like calling the shots, yeah.
Like rewinds too, right?
Yeah, anything that involves a tail. You could say, oh, tail whip this gap, or do a whip, rewind, fly out, or, you know, triple whip, or we'll do heel whips too. We'll add heel whips to the combo.
Double rewind?
Whippery on rewind,
yeah.
What, over the box?
Yeah.
All right.
Is that fine?
Yeah. I got three tries to land this, so let's get it. I am not on my A game today. What? Bro, I got one more try to land this. Are you kidding me? I almost didn't get that. Okay, I already know where I'm calling you. I'm gonna just say right now. I always see you ride up the bank, like hop, do a trick, and then hop and ride back down. You normally do it with like hop, bar spin, downhill out or something like that. I want you to do hop, bar spin, and then hop, bar spin out, okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
I cannot believe I almost didn't land that Whippery on rewind. So if you guys don't understand what I just called him, you'll see in a sec because I kind of explained it weird. That's what I meant. Because you topside bar spin, so it's a little bit hard to control. Woo! One more. Yeah! On the heel whip. He finally had something come to mind. What is it?
Triple downhill, that quarter to bank.
I do this pretty often. I should be able to get it. Sometimes I don't land it first try. We'll see if I land it.
You'll get it third try, right? On the third try, you'll get it.
On the last try again. This one's gonna be kind of hard. Alley-oop, oppo bar, quarter bank.
I can't even alley-oop, man. I'll try.
Okay, no. Alley-oop bar spin. We'll do alley-oop bar spin.
All right.
So you have to do an alley-oop quarter bank. If you guys don't know what alley-oop is, when you jump something, you jump to the same way your toes point. So I ride goofy, I spin to the left. So that means if I were to hit this quarter to bank, I would hit it on this side, like so. Alley-oop is where you still spin the same way, but you spin backside. So like, instead of doing on that side, you do on this side, like so. That's an alley-oop. Just a quick little explanation for you guys. So he has to do that with a bar spin. He said he's never even done an alley-oop and he's
just gonna send it with a bar spin first try. Push out a little bit more. You're jumping too far from the left. Come off the side right here. Oh, we got our first letter, ladies and gentlemen. S for shot. That's a C, but like, if there was another thing right there, it'd be an S. Now you gotta call me.
360 double over the box?
I don't want to do that, but I'm gonna send it because you just got a letter. I think that's only fair.
Yeah.
I don't. There's no will. I do not want to do that at all. At all.
That was close.
This box is so disgusting. You guys have no idea. The speed, barely enough to get over, and you have to push through the lip so extremely hard. It makes it very difficult to do the trick afterwards. No, I missed the catch again. That's an S for me too. We are on S2S. We both have a letter. We got 3 more letters to go. I called Tobi. Bar spin to fakie down this to cap.
That's actually a good idea. You're thinking outside of the box. Like...
You heard? That's me. Here's the box. This is me, bruh. Your scooter sounds like a clock that's going like 1,000 miles per hour. I'll count it if you do that and land it, like with this try. Like if you do it on this try and you like clip on top but you still hop away and fakie, like I'll count it. But it counts as the trick. I'll count it as the trick. So whatever you do, just try to land it this try. Oh, you didn't even clip, you had that. SH to S. What do you call me?
I don't know. He's gonna do a whip on top of there and do a heel rewind out.
Here we go. All right. I'll give it a go. Oh yeah, I have to call you, huh? I was like, why is this dude still filming me? Like this guy with a weird camera like is following me and stuff. Like I'm hella creeped out right now. But you know the wall ride right there?
Oh, come on, man. I've never done that wall ride.
So basically you're gonna do that wall ride to bar spin. Yay, Tobi!
You want me to die, huh?
You're not Lulai. This is why we do calling the shots, is to force yourself to get outside your comfort zone. This is what we're doing to Tobi. Dude, you literally just ride on it. It's not bad at all, I promise. The more you think about it, the more scarier it's gonna get. You just gotta do it. I'll let you do it without a bar spin if you land it. Jesus. He has SHO now, right? For shot. To make it easier on Tobi to call me trick, I'm gonna let him call me combos too. So like anything with a tail whip still has to be included, but he can call me a late bar afterwards or something. For example, like a whip bar, you know. Still it incorporates a tail whip, but it has like another combo trick in it. What do you want to call me?
Do a whip rewind bar.
All right. Dang it. Jesus. Well, I have SH. Oh my gosh, dude, I started doing a back lip. That was scary. I almost died. Tobi, do I get to do combo tricks for you too?
Sure.
I want to see a T-bog bar.
Fine.
Where do you want to do it? I'll let you pick the spot. The crappy thing for his T-bog bars, he has to do a T-bog, bring it up, and then bar spin. He bar spins top side. That was actually like a really good attempt. Oh. That's what he just did to his leg. Oh. Oh, that was it. All right, that's T, right?
Yeah, that's T.
Shot. GG.
That was a good game.
I think that's gonna be it for this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Until the next one.